one person wants to be rich, extremely rich. Another person wants to have fame and be famous. Another person wants to have control. A fourth person wants to just be loved. Everything depends really on the correction in this particular lifetime here, and the correction that we are supposed to implement and change. And we should have all of these things and many, many more. The problem only is how we are getting them. How we are getting them, that is the issue. So when we think about sickness, or when we think about our organ that particularly is sick, and that is with the answer to the question, this is directly connected. Our consciousness is a bridge which is used by ego to pick up that particular organ and send the energy to that organ that in a spur of time is going to get sick. So there is a direct connection between untransformed part of our consciousness and that particular organ. It's not a coincidence that this organ and not another one. And you can read more about it with so-called, or with regards to concentric brain rings that describe that the brain really picks up that organ and addresses this energy over there, this negative energy. But brain, it's only an effect, it's not a cause as science claims to be. But anyway, you see, when we take any organ in our life, we know also that there is 7 years period of embryonic rejuvenation, meaning that every 7 years we have new heart, new lungs, new kidney, new liver, etc. and etc. So how come that this process is shortened? Why? Because we know that when there is negative energy, the positive energy has to withdraw, has to run out. So you see, the process, the first 7 years, just began slowly, very slowly, of this negative energy going down towards that particular organ. But after 7 years, this positive energy, when it comes back, because it has to come back, it has written in its DNA, every single organ, to come back after 7 years. So this energy comes back, but there is only, let's say, 70%. And after 14 years, when this positive energy comes back, there is only 60%. So the process is shortened and shortened because this negative energy, ego, wants to take more and more. And what are we doing? We're doing exactly the same. And we may say, how come? You see, for you, one person, let's say an extremely wealthy entrepreneur, doesn't make much. Doesn't mean so much to you. You can stand by that person's side and say, well, it's just a person, just wealthy person. But you wouldn't say the same about a musician that doesn't have even $1 in a pocket. You see, everything depends on the energy we need. Everything depends on the energy we draw to ourselves, we suck. So this is the point, that we shouldn't really get what we want. It's the point what we need and what we cannot say no to that particular thing. And it could be paper when we talk about money, could be prestige, could be an event, it could be anything that is so important for us. It could be an investment on, or a coaching, or another person. Everything really depends what is important for us and how we define this energy that is important for us. If we are giving up our consciousness, this consciousness, our free will, it's going to transform, and ego is going to use our consciousness as a bridge to get to that particular organ of our body. And the problem is that this negative energy goes there, and sooner or later that particular organ gets sick. So we have the power, because we are the cause of the sickness, so we are also the cause that we can be healed. That particular organ can be healed. But first of all, we need to know about this. So the first step is, yes, I am the cause of that. My consciousness is directly connected with that particular organ. But why? As the second step? The second step is, hold on a second, where in my life I just draw this energy, I need this energy, I chase this energy, I give away my free will. And that is the problem, you see. So maybe next time, I'm not saying you shouldn't go or shouldn't make businesses. Maybe next time it's good to see that I can say no. Not maybe right away. Let's say 20% less, maybe 30% less. And see the difference. What is going to be shown to you? What is going to be shown by the example of what you are going to receive from life? And you will see also the difference between your consciousness and that particular organ. You will slowly but surely feel the difference, because we have the power to heal ourselves. We have the power, but we are not aware where we put our consciousness and how our consciousness is compromised. We have no idea. And this is what we should pay attention to begin with, that we can heal it, and where we spend all this energy running away from us. Sometimes they demand more money from us. Sometimes this person demands whatever that is. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be an event, and could be to show off, whatever that is. No matter what it is, if it is important for us, it is as if the ego that draw the energy from the organs, because it feels it's less and less, and we do the same. So we should say no, we should say stop to it voluntarily. Even though it's painful, you could minimize that, and you could feel the difference in your life and within your body.